It is a violation of your fiduciary duty to not have exposure to this asset. And people said, what do you mean? That's crazy. And I said, it's not just about the financial return. The fiduciary duty is the best return you can achieve evaluated on a risk-reward framework. So you can't just look at how much money could I make. You also have to look at what is the risk that I'm taking. You have to look at the totality of the asset, including things like the Sharpe ratio and the correlations and the potential return, the drawdowns, all that stuff. If I look at Bitcoin, and this data is a little old, maybe like 8-9 months old, but there was a 5-year period about 9 months ago where if you had invested in a 60-40 global portfolio, you'd return 7.2%. If you had taken 0.5% from stocks, 0.5% from bonds, and allocated it to Bitcoin, so you would have been 59.5% to stocks, 39.5% to bonds, 1% to Bitcoin. You would have increased your return from 7.2 to 9.2%. If that 1% had gone to zero, you would have lost 20 basis points, down to 7%. So 200 basis point upside, 20 basis point downside. If you had gotten that 1% exposure to Bitcoin, you would have increased your Sharpe ratio by over 20%. And so when you look at it as not only a potential return driver in the portfolio of 200 basis points, but also as a non-correlated asset, it's got a correlation of about 0.15 to other traditional assets, and also a very, very high Sharpe ratio, you then start to realize, wait a second, this is like the apex predator of financial markets, right? This is the asset. If you don't have exposure to this asset, there's problems, right? And I think one of the things that we are now seeing people start to wake up to is realizing it's not only a question of should I buy Bitcoin or should I not? There's also a question of if I don't buy Bitcoin, what else am I going to buy?
You have been listening to the Innovators Behind Disruption, a podcast series brought to you by Evolve ETFs. Remain educated, be informed. Sign up for our newsletter and learn more at evolveetfs.com.